Hey Big Sugar fans, it's Dwayne, and today we are back in the bee yard. It's March 30th. It is a beautiful day. It's 18 degrees. We're at the farmyard. It looks like a bomb went off, but I've just been going through the colonies here. A little better survival rate than my home yard, actually a lot better. So that is some good news to the spring. And here's some more good news. One of the few experiments that actually worked is the bee box in Paradise Honey. Brian from Innisfil Creek sent me this late in the fall and said, hey, would you try one and report back and give me some honest feedback? So the honest feedback is we've successfully overwintered a nuke here. This was started late summer. A nuke just like anybody else would have bought from us or Innisfil or your nearest supplier. We started it off 4 frames. We gave them foundation and we gave them sugar water, light sugar water. And they drew all 6 frames in the bottom, and they almost drew 1 full super of honey or mediums, which would be normally used for honey. And I just left it on into the winter to see if they needed it. I don't know if you can tell, but there is pollen coming in today. A little bit right there. Some pollen coming in today. Maybe early maples, silver maples might be already in bud. And I've opened up a bunch, and many have some nectar coming in from somewhere. And every one that I've opened is already brooding up. So sealed brood already there, and lots of evidence of eggs as well. So they are ready to get going. So I love making bees. My favorite part. Don't like honey, don't really like anything else. I like making bees. So we'll bounce back this season and get back to our numbers. But this is the first crack of this hive since last year, and that's already looking pretty spectacular. I'm not super happy. This smart guy would have brought a smoker with him. Today we're going to feeding most people with Hive Alive and pollen patties. Most people. I'm not feeding any people. I'm feeding the bees. We'll give them a little smoker. So that looks fantastic. So that's the medium, the top medium. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 frames of bees. And I see white cappings. You see that? That's awesome. So that outside frame they didn't draw all the way, and the inside frame they didn't quite draw all the way. And it looks like everybody else is good to go. Now, I don't winter in mediums. I like my mediums to be honey only. I really don't want brood in them. But in this case, it's an experimental hive. Maybe we'll just leave them alone and let them go. See what they do. I'll get this frame out of here. To see. So fully drawn, they're bringing pollen. You can see that is likely maple. It's a yellow pollen, like a mustard color. So this is all resource. No eggs, no larvae. And again, just a perfectly drawn frame with resources. So which would lead me to believe there's probably brood down below. I'm gonna need to hire a cameraman one day. Has to be an easier way. So this is very heavy. For a single medium frame, that's very heavy. For a golden week, so maybe it's not that heavy. So perfectly drawn. That's awesome. So they have overwintered with food to spare. And the bottom box looks like it's packed. Let's have a look. So this is by far the busiest hive that I've opened. And I've done 15 so far. Again, it's hard to make deductions with just one hive, but it really leads one to believe is that insulation really do such a great job. But that's really impressive. It's packed. So this is a box of bees for March 30th. That's crazy. And the activity in front of the hive means there are hundreds, if not thousands, of workers out working. So this hive will be packed by nightfall. I'm going to pop a frame out. Have a look. So I popped it open. There's one little patch of brood right there. Didn't see the queen. Didn't look too hard. So just a little patch of early brood. Look at this one. Just packed with pollen. And they still have food stuff, food stores in the bottom, and they're drawing fresh comb. They're drawing with that. That's amazing. Other side. Have that little patch of brood. Looks great. So again, this was a nuke late last summer when I made it with one of our queens. Just mutts out of our own yards. We pick the best ones we can find. We try and graft from the best ones that we think are the best. And some good success here. Would have liked to have seen the queen. So impressions are, for a few bucks more than wood, you can get it with the feeder, integrated feeder, which I love. I think for small backyard guys and girls, if you have 1 to 6 hives, I think this is the way to go. I think you will have more success season after season. Less things to worry about. They do have a few drawbacks, especially if you're production, you're looking for lots of honey. Too expensive maybe to buy all styrofoam supers. So I'm pretty sure that you can put your regular wooden supers on here if you wanted to. I guess we'll try that this year and see how it goes. But I think for people who are just looking to have 6 hives or less, this might be the way to go. This year we're going to get a dozen or so of the 6-frame nuke boxes. So it's the same size as this, but you can put in 3 frames on either side of it. Maybe it's not the same size as that. It's 3 frames on either side, entrances on either side, and integrated feeders up top for making splits. And I know Brian has had amazing results over wintering in those, and that's what I'd like to do for next season. You can see here, see those burn marks? That's from oxalic acid vaporization. So I've melted it a little bit. So that is a bit of a drawback for me. I'm a big fan of the OAV. A few strips, that won't be an issue. But I love the OAV. Anyways, that'll be my final report for the bee box from Paradise. Thanks again to Brian for sending that out. I really enjoyed making a little video series, and hopefully he is happy that we got something up for him. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. If you have any comments or questions, leave it down below. Thanks so much. See you soon.